This time, we're getting the axe and going headless. What? Hello? This is why we need the axe. What? Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining me. I'm RJ. This is The Cave. You are awesome. And this is another budget guitar spotlight, where I share a guitar with you that I think is a good combination of being budget-minded and quality conscious, aka I think it's good and cheap. And yeah, this time around, we're going to be getting the axe and going headless. And yeah, I know that this isn't an axe, and we aren't actually going to be chopping the head off this thing, okay? Here, let me explain. Eart Guitars have gone and raised the bar for what you can expect to get in an entry-level guitar. So much so that they've been getting high praise for it, and with that, I just had to check them out, right? I mean, come on. So I'm glad I did too, because I was very impressed and surprised. I was impressed at the GW2 Headless guitar. The amount of value that you're getting here is just really insane, simply because of the quality of the specs that they're giving you. And then from there, I was very surprised even that they had enough ways to upgrade the guitar to give you a pro version of it as well. Now, both of these guitars are a really good deal, so much so I couldn't decide which one to share with you. So instead, I got the axe, which means you get a bonus, because after I'm done sharing the GW2 standard with you, my buddy Nick from YouTube channel The Axe is going to share the GW2 Pro with you as well, all right? So what are we waiting for? Let's check out the GW2 standard. All right, this is the GW2 standard headless guitar from Eart Guitars, all right? As you can see here, it comes in 5 colors, 4 of which have a burled poplar veneer top. The 5th one is natural black, and that one is just painted lightly so that you can still see the grain coming through the finish, okay? Now, the body is roasted Padauk, which has been used as a custom guitar wood for a long time, believe it or not, especially in 5-piece necks like this one here, okay? Because this neck is 5 pieces of Padauk and maple, and happens to have a 9.5 to 14-inch compound radius 24 fret fretboard. The frets themselves are stainless steel, and they've been meticulously rounded, trimmed, and polished so that you're never going to need to worry about having any fret sprout. Now, the back of the neck is also contoured. It starts with more of a U shape near the nut and morphs down to a more speed-friendly, finger-friendly C shape as you move up the fretboard. So it starts out being more comfortable to make chords with, where you're going to make chords more often, and where you're going to want to be moving around more, it's thinner, a little wider, and the shape is slightly different to make it a little more easy for you to move your fingers around. All right, and that's true whether you're talking about the fretboard or the back of the neck itself. Up at the top, we have a bow nut as well as a 0 fret. Okay, now down at the body is where we adjust the truss rod, because there's no headstock where you're going to put it. Over here, this is like Charvel guitars. They have the truss rod adjustment at the nut. The tuners are located down in the bridge, as well as 1 3-way switch, 1 volume knob, and 1 tone knob, as well as 2 humbuckers, 2 Alnico 5 magnet-equipped humbuckers that are designed to be able to do everything from all the classic tones to modern metal, and everything in between. As you can see, the GW2 standard model is packed with design features and made with woods that you normally find on guitars that cost a whole lot more than this one does. That makes it a guitar that is very worth buying. This is true even though the people over at Eart figured out a way to make a pro model of the GW2. For the specs of the GW2 Pro, I've asked friend of the channel and fellow YouTuber Nick from YouTube channel The Axe to give us a hand. The Axe is a guitar channel here on YouTube that's doing it right by working hard and putting out content that's all about talking about guitars and gear. They're growing fast. When we're done here, click the link down in the description below. Head on over there and subscribe to one of the best young guitar channels here on YouTube. The But don't do that just yet, because as I said, he's here to help us out by giving us the specs of the GW2 Pro.
Hey RJ, thanks for having me on the show. It's always a pleasure, and I appreciate you calling me young, because as of late my daughter has been calling me an old man, so I needed that. Anyways, let's take a look at the Eart Gw2 Pro headless guitar. This brand came onto my radar after I saw a review from Guitar Max about the standard version, and ever since I've been kind of enamored with it. Now, something that was really interesting between the GW2 and the GW2 Pro is that looking at the two guitars, I didn't at first see a bunch of differences despite the $200 price difference. But I did a little digging and some research, and I'll show you why there's such a price difference and why the Pro comes with some pretty awesome features. Now, the GW2 Pro is a solid 100% roasted ash body. Now, this differs from the standard version that has roasted puttock and a poplar veneer. Now, both these models, the Pro and the standard, have a 5-piece neck, but the Pro ups the quality a little bit with a puttock Wenge neck, which actually gives it a lot of a darker appearance. In my opinion, this combination of woods makes the back of the neck look really beautiful and phenomenal, and it makes it stand out to other headless guitars out there on the market. Now, similar to the standard, the GW2 Pro does have stainless steel frets, bolt-on construction, compound radius fretboard, but it also does have that truss rod adjustment down at the heel. If you follow my channel at all or any of my previous videos, you'll know that having that truss rod down there by the heel is a game changer. Instead of taking like the plate off at the headstock, all you have to do is go down to the heel and use that spoke wheel with a kind of like windlass and adjust from there. It is so nice. Now, a big upgrade on the GW2 Pro is the bridge. This is a double locking fixed bridge that is way more ergonomic and frankly better looking than the one on the standard. It definitely gives it the appearance of those high-end headless guitars because it resembles those types of bridges. Now, I really do think this is a phenomenal guitar for a great value, but it doesn't escape a little bit of criticism. Up front, I would have liked to see multi-scale options for this headless model. Many guitarists that gravitate towards a headless model are also looking for the tension superiority that a multi-scale guitar offers. And at this price point, I think it would have been nice if they added a tremolo that could support a whammy bar rather than just the fixed bridge. Those two things I think would make the GW2 Pro a picture-perfect guitar for the money and value. Alright guys, that's just my 2 cents. Let us know what you think in the comments. If you have one of these bad boys, let us know. And as always guys, make sure you subscribe to RJ'SCAVE. He's been working hard to make these collabs happen, and frankly, he just has a very good guitar channel. Alright RJ, back to you.
Alright, so it sounds like both the GW2 Pro and the GW2 have a lot to offer. Nick, I appreciate all your hard work. Thank you very much. And thank you for the kind words, alright? You be sure to take the time to cherish every moment of being a new dad, alright? As for you guys, you be sure to subscribe to the Axe. The link is going to be down below. And since you're heading that way, hit the like button and send the algorithm some good vibes. If you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, then you'll get good vibes too every time we post a new video. And if you hit that super thanks button or the merchandise store, then you can send us some good vibes too and help support the channel. You've been awesome. I've been RJ. Until the next one, take care.